Good day, class. For today's lesson, we will be talking about transformational leadership and evolutionary leadership theory, or the ELT. So, first thing first, let's talk about transformational leadership. So, transformational leadership was originally proposed by James V. Dalton and was further developed by James McGregor Burns and Bernard M. Bass. So, there are three types of leadership. First is the transactional leadership. So, transactional leaders focus on maintaining the status quo and transactional exchanges with their followers. They emphasize clarifying roles and responsibilities, setting goals, and providing rewards and punishments based on performance. Transactional leaders primarily operate within existing systems and structures, seeking compliance from their followers through rewards and sanctions. So, transactional leadership is based on a system of reward and punishment. So, the leaders set clear goals and rewards or the consequences follow based on their performance. So, example here is a principal rewards teachers with extra planning time if they meet certain students' achievement goals. If targets aren't met, extra meetings or review might be required. Okay? So next is laissez-faire leadership. So leaders adopt a more hands-on approach, providing little direction or guidance to their followers. They tend to be passive and avoid taking responsibility for decision making, leaving their followers to work independently. So, laissez-faire leadership may result in a lack of accountability and directions, leading to decreased productivity and satisfaction. Laissez-faire is a hands-off approach where leaders provide minimal direction and let people work independently. So, for example, a school principal allows teachers to manage their classroom however they see, without much oversight or guidance. The teacher are trusted to make decisions but may lack of support. Okay. The last type of leadership is the transformational leadership. So, transformational leaders inspires and motivate their followers to exceed expectation and achieve higher levels of performance. They create a compelling vision, communicate it effectively, and stimulate intellectual stimulation, individual consideration, and inspirational motivation. So, transformational leaders foster a sense of purpose, empower their followers, and encourage innovation and personal growth. So for transformational leadership, these styles focus on inspiring and motivating people to exceed expectations and achieve personal growth. So, for example, a principal encourages teachers to pursue innovative teaching methods and provide ongoing professional development, aiming to create a shared vision of academic success and growth. So here is the principal actively encourage teachers to think creatively and collaboratively. So it will make the teachers feel more part of something bigger than their individual roles.
Number 2. Theory and research about transformational leadership. Research on transformational leadership has shown various positive outcomes, including increased employee satisfaction, organizational commitment, and performance. Transformational leaders have been found to create positive work climates, enhance employee engagement, and promote innovation and creativity. They also tend to foster trust, open communication, and collaboration within their teams or organizations. Research shows that transformational leadership leads to positive outcomes like higher employee satisfaction, commitment, and performance. Transformational leaders create positive work environments, encourage engagement and creativity, and build trust and open communication. However, this approach isn't always suitable. Its success depends on factors like the organization's culture and team characteristics. D. Evolutionary Leadership Theory or ELT is a leadership framework that draws upon principles from evolutionary biology and psychology to understand leadership behaviors and their adaptive value in organizations. ELT proposes that leadership behaviors have evolved over time to address challenges and enhance organizational effectiveness. ELT uses ideas from evolutionary biology and psychology to explain leadership behaviors and their role in improving organizational effectiveness. It suggests that leadership has evolved to help address challenges and support group success over time. For now, let me call Ms. Dacayo to continue our report about the key principles and concepts of evolutionary leadership theory.
The evolutionary basis of leadership behavior suggests that leadership emerged as an adaptive trait in early human societies to promote group survival. In ancestral environments, humans faced challenges like finding food, defending against predators, and coordinating group movements. Effective leaders were essential for organizing group efforts, which likely improved the group's chances of survival and thus the likelihood of passing on genes. Those individuals who could display decisive cooperative and protective behaviors were more successful in helping their groups thrive, and thus these traits because valued and perpetuated through natural selection. The universal leadership behaviors are patterns found across cultures and societies that support group cohesion, cooperation, and stability. Researchers have identified consistent traits, often including intelligence, fairness, decisiveness, empathy, and the ability to communicate and influence others. These traits help leaders inspire trust and motivate followers, which are crucial for successful group dynamics. These behaviors are thought to be universally valued because they address fundamental human needs for safety, predictability, and collective success. So, the evolutionary basis explains why leadership likely emerged as a survival trait, while universal leadership behaviors describe how effective leadership is typically expressed across different cultures.
Adaptive challenges of leadership emergence in evolutionary leadership theory or ELT. Evolutionary leadership theory or ELT explores how leadership behaviors emerge as a response to the challenges that individuals and groups face. These challenges, referred to as adaptive challenges, include situations like competition for scarce resources, the need for group coordination, making decisions under uncertain or high-stakes conditions, and maintaining social harmony within a team. ELT posits that effective leaders are those who exhibit behaviors that directly address these challenges, enabling the group to function more effectively and increasing their overall fitness for success. Adaptive challenges in practice. Competition for resources. On first, competition for resources, imagine a community with limited water supply during a drought. An effective leader might emerge as someone who may suggest a fair distribution of system, establishes rules to conserve water, or facilitates access to alternative resources. So their ability to manage this competition not only ensures survival but earns them the trust and respect of the group. Number 2, coordination of group activities. In workplace setting, a Adaptive challenges may involve coordinating team efforts for a large project with tight deadlines. A leader who can assign roles efficiently, clarify goals, and ensure smooth collaboration would likely be recognized as essential for the team's success. For example, in a development team, a leader might set up aligned programmers, designers, and testers, ensuring the project is completed on time and meets quality standards. Number three, decision making under uncertainty. So during a crisis, such as natural disaster or a company-wide restructuring, adaptive challenges often involve making critical decisions without full information. A leader might emerge by remaining calm, assessing the situation and strategically and communicating a clear plan of action. For instance, a school principal responding to a unexpected closure might guide teachers and students in transitioning to online learning and swiftly and also effectively. So in the leadership emergence context, ELT also emphasizes that leadership does not exist in a vacuum. It emerges in response to specific environmental and situational factors. These factors could include the complexity of tasks, uncertainty in the environment, or the need for group coordination and cooperation. So the first is task complexity. When a task becomes too complicated for a group to handle individually, individuals with specialized skills or strategic vision often rise to leadership roles. For example, during a space mission, astronauts may look to the most experienced engineer to lead during a technical malfunction, or as their expertise is directly relevant to solving the problem. 2. Environmental uncertainty. In unpredictable or high-risk situations, individuals who can anticipate challenges and adapt quickly are more likely to become leaders. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, some leaders emerged by guiding their communities through safety protocols, research management, and emotional support. So, in summary, ELT highlights that leadership is not merely about authority or hierarchy, but rather about responding effectively to the demands of environment and the group. Leaders emerge because their behaviors directly address the group's adaptive challenges, whether through resolving conflicts, coordinating efforts, or navigating uncertainty. By stepping up in these critical moments, individuals demonstrate qualities that lead others to recognize and accept them as leaders.
Leadership Effectiveness ELT suggests that leadership effective is determined by the extent to which leaders' behaviors align with the adaptive challenges faced by the organization or group. Effective leaders are those who possess the ability to adapt their behaviors to changing circumstances, foster cooperation and coordination, and address the needs of their followers in a way that enhances group performance and survival. So, in other words, leadership effectiveness refers to a leader's ability to inspire, influence, and guide others toward achieving organizational goals. Leadership derailment ELT also considers the potential for leadership derailment where leaders' behaviors may become maladaptive or mismatched to the organizational context. Factors such as power seeking, self interest, and unethical behavior can undermine the effectiveness of leaders and harm group dynamics and outcomes. Leadership derailment will also be referring to the process by which a leader's career or effectiveness is negatively affected due to behavior or actions that harm their ability to lead effectively. So this can occur gradually, often due to specific issues or misjudgments that cause a leader to fail in their role. So that will be all for this discussion, and class dismissed. Thank you.